Hi, good evening, friends. We are here together for this wonderful session today on YouTube, and the name of the channel is Academy Eloquence. So, first of all, I would request everyone to subscribe to this channel and also click on the bell icon so that you get, regular reminders and updates of all the classes. Right. And today we are here to discuss about some important idiom for IELTS. So it's great to be here, and I want, let's make this class more interactive and more fruitful. So I just want everyone to keep on pouring their comments, and they can also share what they feel about idioms, which is their favorite idiom, or which idiom they use, mostly whenever they talk, which idiom do they use? Fine. So, this is the time we discuss and we also share in our favorite idioms. For example, one of my favorite idiom is being on cloud nine. So, whenever I'm happy, I always say, well, I'm on cloud nine today, you know. Or if I want to, describe my friend, show my love for my friend, I always say that, well, she's the apple of my eye. Or, just to show how much love I have for that person and how much appreciative I am of that person, right? That she is very close to me or very dear to me. So, this is how we understand idioms. Now, what are actually idioms? Before we understand some most important idiom for IELTS, we must know what are idioms, okay? Okay, yes. Now, according to Cambridge Dictionary, idioms are group of words in a fixed order that have a particular meaning. Okay, I repeat, group of words, they are in a fixed order and have a particular meaning, but that meaning is different from the meanings of each word on its own. So the words which are being highlighted over here, they also mean, they're specific in themselves. For example, if I'm saying group of words, fixed order. So highlighted words, give out the basic meaning of the definition. They have a particular meaning, but that meaning is different from the meanings of each word on its own. So it means we are rearranging them. And one thing about idioms is, they are accepted by the general notion. They have been spoken in one way for a long period of time and now they have been accepted, right? And then it also means a group of words whose meaning, considered as a unit, is different from the meanings of each word considered separately. So these are just two different definitions pointing towards one same meaning. Okay, this is just a rephrased form. Fine. So, for example, to have bitten off more than you can chew is an idiom that means you have tried to do something which is too difficult for you. So, you tried something which was too difficult. So, people can say, well, I think you have bitten off more than you can chew. Okay. So, this is one way of expressing ourselves. So I repeat, the group of words, they have one fixed order. They have been accepted in the society. They have been, people speak them, people express their emotions with help of these words and which look different but mean different. Now let's quickly discuss about some important, interesting idioms in our life. Okay, now the first one is once in a blue moon. What is the meaning? Something which happens extremely rarely, which happens very, very less often. Okay, so that we call as once in a blue moon. For example, once in a blue moon, there will be an eclipse of the sun by the moon. So, an event which will happen very rarely. Okay? Suppose someone does not give back money to the other person. So whenever he or she does that, so that can be addressed as once in a blue moon. Well, I think Mr. So and so returns money once in a blue moon, something which happens extremely rarely. Okay? And I really want all the viewers to write in their comments and also share which is their favorite idiom. We always use some idioms in our daily lives. Okay, so I just want you all to share, and you can also tell which idiom you like out of the discussion which we are having right now. The next word is best of both worlds, meaning a person has all the advantages of a given situation. For example, they have the best of both worlds as they spend half the year in England and the rest of the year in Switzerland. Okay? The next idiom is steal someone's thunder, meaning take the credit for a situation that someone else deserves. Now, this happens a lot, in political atmospheres or in professional atmospheres. Someone does the work, but the other person takes the credit for that situation. So, for example, he stole his colleague's thunder about doing an excellent job. So, stealing someone's thunder means taking the credit for a situation. The next one, every cloud has a silver lining. What is the meaning? It means try and be as optimistic as you can be, however difficult you are finding that situation to be. At the moment, better times will come in the future. So it provides little hope, it gives little hope. For example, every cloud has a silver lining. You will soon find a new job. A person who has been thrown out of his job and he or she is looking for a job, or someone is going through a difficult phase in the life. During that times, we can always use this idiom. Every cloud has a silver lining. The next idiom is let sleeping dogs lie. Here, lie does not mean to lie, which is opposite of true, but to, be in that stable position. Meaning, leave the situation as it is, do not get involved. For example, let sleeping dogs lie. You were not there, so you cannot comment. Means you were not part of the situation, so you do not know. Leave the situation as it is, don't get involved in it. Right? Now, the next idiom is don't count your chickens before the eggs have hatched. Okay, what does that mean? Now, even if we read this idiom, we can somehow decipher the meaning. Don't count your chickens before the eggs have hatched. It means first eggs will hatch and then you can count the chickens. So there is a progression. What is the meaning? Do not plan something as the event may not occur. For example, don't count your chickens before the eggs have hatched, as the deal may not happen. Okay? So don't start jumping before you hear some news. A hot potato, meaning people talking about a current topic which cannot be agreed upon. Okay, there is a current topic, people cannot agree upon it. That's called a hot potato. For example, the subject of CAA is a hot potato. Okay? The subject of CAA is a hot potato. And the next idiom is see eye to eye, meaning to agree with someone else on a subject. For example, we see eye to eye on how to progress the matter further. Now, this can also be used in the negative form. For example, we both do not see eye to eye with, we do not see eye to eye. It means we do not agree on some aspects or some subjects. Okay? The next idiom is a picture paints 1,000 words. What does it mean? It means to make a presentation to visually show what you want to do or achieve. For example, the picture painted 1,000 words of how he thought the firm should develop. The next idiom is catch someone off guard. It means to catch someone by surprise. What is the example? He was caught off guard when they asked him to be the new chairman. So, catch someone off guard means to surprise someone, to catch someone by surprise. Okay? The next idiom is hear it on the grapevine. Now, this is something which is very common in our society. You hear rumors about people, and then, or something that may or may not have happened. For example, she heard it on the grapevine that he had been promoted. Now, there was no source of it. It was just a rumor. It could be true or it could be false, right? The next one, get down to business. What does it mean? It means to get the meeting started properly. For example, as every member of the team is now here, we can get down to business and start the meeting. So it means to get the meeting started properly. Back to square one. To go back to the beginning and start all over again. For example, the project was not good enough. We need to go back to square one and start again. What does that mean? The project was not successful, probably. So we need to go back to square one, means we need to start afresh. We need to start from the beginning. And the next idiom is give someone the benefit of the doubt, meaning believe what the person is or has said until there is proof. Okay, I've got comments. Hi Nikhil, hi Sukhdeep. I want you all to write down to share which idioms do you like or do you use in your daily lives. Okay, so that would obviously make our class more interesting. And you can also share which idioms do you like out of the discussion which are there. Okay. And if you have any doubts related to idioms, do ask me out. Now, idioms are those, words, those set of words which we can always use in our speaking skills, in our writing skills module. Okay. Now, so the one we were discussing right now is give someone the benefit of the doubt, meaning believe what the person is or has said until there is proof. For example, give him the benefit of the doubt. He may not have been there. So you are actually believing that person until there is proof. Your guess is as good as mine. What does it mean? A person does not know the answer. For example, your guess is as good as mine as to where they both went last night. So it means even I do not know the answer. So we are all, or we both are on the same page, right? So your guess is as good as mine. Even I don't know the answer of this situation or that question. The next one. It takes two to tango. Now, it also has alliteration, which is a poetic device, repetition of ter sounds. Ter, 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 ter. It takes two to tango. Okay? Meaning, two or more people could be involved in a situation. For example, it takes two to tango. So, there are more people involved in the problem in the firm than you think. Okay? It means more people are there, so it takes two to tango. You can speak that sarcastically also. Well, I know it takes two to tango. That is why there are more people involved. There would be. The next idiom is a watch pot never boils. What does it mean? A situation or event can take far longer than expected. Don't keep watching for developments. For example, a watch pot never boils when you are waiting for something to cook more quickly. So it means you want it to happen quickly, but you just have to wait on, keep on waiting. That is where we use this idiom. The next one, on the same page, meaning now, if you remember just now, while I was describing one idiom, seeing eye to eye, I had used this idiom to explain that on the same page. So, what does on the same page mean? Two people are in agreement about a situation. Okay? So, you can also use if you agree to each other that we see eye to eye. It means we agree on most of the matters. And otherwise, you can also say two people are in agreement. You can always use the idiom on the same page. For example, we are on the same page as to how to take the situation forward now, right? And the next idiom is, okay, let me see the comments. I want everyone to share their idioms, okay? Now, absence make the heart grow fonder. What does it mean? Absence. Someone who's not there. Heart grow fonder. So it means being away for a while from someone or something makes you miss or appreciate that person or situation. Okay? For example, absence made his heart grow fonder and he realized he missed her terribly. Okay? So that is how, when you stay away from your loved ones, they actually appreciate your worth. Fine. So the next idiom is throw in the towel, meaning to give, leave, or quit. Example, he threw in the towel and left his job as he was unhappy. So he just gave up. Okay? The word towel can also be pronounced as towel or tall depending on the context. Better late than never, meaning it is better to finish something no matter how long it takes, it to do or to finish it up. For example, he finally finished work better late than never as it was due last month. So something you're just able to finish it off no matter how long it takes. Yes. So the next idiom is word and mouth, meaning news which spreads very fast as people tell other people the same news. Okay? For example, the news spread by word and mouth that the new hotel was very successful. So it means by word, people spoke about it, people talked about it, and as a result, the news spread very quickly. No time to lose, meaning something must be finished very soon. For example, he has no time to lose as his project is due in first thing tomorrow morning. So he has nothing to lose, no time to lose basically, okay? The next one, uphill battle, meaning there are many obstacles to sort out before we achieve what we want. There is an uphill battle to win the contract. Now, there is a situation when there are two people, they are trying to grab the contract, and then it's not just one cakewalk. Now, what did I say? Cakewalk. Cakewalk means it's not an easy task, right? So it is an uphill battle instead. It's not a cakewalk, it's an uphill battle instead. So you are actually expressing your thoughts and your ideas in form of idioms. The next one, read between the lines, meaning to understand something that may not be entirely clear. For example, read between the lines, work out what is not being said at the meeting, and sort out the problem. So you talk to someone, you did not, you did not go by what was spoken, but you try to decipher the meaning further. You try to read between the lines. Okay? And now the next one is in the red, meaning the business is not making any profit and so is losing money. So that means in the red. Okay? What does it mean? The business is in the red as they expanded too quickly and their overheads are too high. So rather than saying the business is going on loss, you can say the business is in the red. The next idiom is in the black. Now we are actually focusing on the colors. The business is earning money and making a profit. Finally, the business is in the black as we have had a good year and made more profits than we thought we would make. So, business is in the black means you're making and business is in the red means the business is going low and you are losing money, or the person who's losing money. The next idiom is take the bull by the horns. Yes, students, I really want you to write down your favorite idioms so that we can have a good discussion about it. Okay? Great. So the next one is take the bull by the horns. It means similar to the elephant in the room, deal with the problem. Okay? Example, take the bull by the horns. You must sort out the major problems. So it means you have to deal with the problem. The next one is my very favorite. The sky is the limit. It means a person can achieve anything they want. What does it mean? A person can achieve anything they want. For example, the sky is the limit. Work hard and you will progress to the top of the firm. Okay? So these were some interesting idioms we talked about in the class, students, and my course is going on essay writing, which I take on Unacademy app from 6 to 7:30 p.m. And I'm also launching my course in January. So you can, which are related to different grammatical topics and reading section. So you can follow me on Unacademy and do subscribe this channel on the YouTube, which is Unacademy Eloquence. Okay, and see you again tomorrow at 12 and 1